Industrial Talk is brought to you by Fluke. We were on site at Fluke's Xcelerate event, where Reliability Reimagined came to life. From high-energy keynotes to hands-on predictive maintenance tools to breakthrough AI diagnostic. The event delivered real-world strategies teams can use today. Xcelerate once again proved why it is the launchpad for smarter, faster, reliable operations. Go out to fluke.com to find out more.
Welcome to the Industrial Talk Podcast with Scott McKenzie. Scott is a passionate industry professional dedicated to transferring cutting-edge, industry-focused innovations and trends while highlighting the men and women who keep the world moving. So put on your hard hat, grab your work boots, and let's go.
All right, once again, welcome to Industrial Talk. Thank you very much for joining, and thank you for your continued support of the #1 industrial-related podcast in the universe that celebrates you, industry professionals all around the world. You're bold, you're brave, you dare greatly, you innovate, you collaborate, you're solving problems each and every day. You're making the world a better place. We thank you very much for what you do. You are the heroes in this story. We are here in Austin, Texas. We are broadcasting from Xcelerate 2026, brought to you by those wonderful people at Fluke. Go out to fluke.com. You will not be disappointed. You will have at your fingertips, because it's the World Wide Web, information that will help you succeed in your world of operations. It is an amazing. That's fluke.com. All right, in the hot seat, and if I butcher this name, it's my problem, not your problem. Nisarg. Did I get that?
Yes.
Because you had a little roll in there. And then Shah, he's with Martinrea Ridgetown. See? Right off the bat, he's challenging me. Let's get cracking. Phew. I could talk about other things now. Got through it. How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Hey, no complaints, my friend. No complaints. Are you having a good conference?
Yes. So far, so good. Learning a lot, enjoying meeting people.
How often have you? Is this your first, second, third? What Xcelerate have you?
This is my first Xcelerate.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Meeting your expectations, I hope.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because this is I can't remember. I don't know what it is. I've been very fortunate to be able to work with Fluke and the Fluke team. They are absolutely phenomenal from my perspective.
That's fantastic.
Nice to hang. And yeah, I'm glad you're having a good time and learning a lot. All right, for the listeners out there, let's get us a little background on who you are.
So I started with Martinrea as a student.
Where'd you go to school?
University of Windsor.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so that's where I went, and I did my co-op at Martinrea. That's where I got first introduced with eMaint. That was my whole project to deploy eMaint at the facility, teaching everyone and getting it to the speed of using it in day-to-day life.
So you were a student, and then they tasked you to prop up eMaint?
Yes.
That's bold.
Yeah.
That's good. You learned a lot, I would imagine.
Yes, I did.
Now, which eMaint version do you have?
X4.
You have X4?
Yes.
Very good, very good. What does your organization do?
We are tier 1 supplier to automotive, so we do stamping and welding.
Sense. Yeah, makes sense. How long have they been around?
I'm with the company from 4 years now.
Not you, the company. How long has the company been?
Probably 30 years.
No kidding. Yeah. See? There you go. All right, let's talk a little bit about X4. Let's talk about what was the, they say, hey, Nisarg, I need to prop up this. I need the CMMS. We need to do this because we have this problem. Can you sort of help the listener understand the challenges that you stepped into, and as you start to, deploy this technology, what were they looking for? What was the challenge at the time?
The first challenge was people did not want it to use tablets. They were not tech savvy.
Yeah.
Getting everyone on board to entering the data, that was the first challenge. Convincing each and every person, you got to do this. You got to write down what happened today. You got to mention each and steps what you did today so that I can get the data out of eMaint. That was the first very challenge.
How did you deal or address people that just pencil whip? Like, I don't want to do it. I'm just going to enter in. I was there, change the bullet, whatever the thing is.
Keep pushing each and every day, going to them every day, teaching them each and every day. So that's
persistence.
how, yes, kind of standing on their head to kind of get the data out. Like, you got to do this. Let's do this. Let's get this data entered. I'll show you some quick and easy tricks from which it will be more convenient for you. That's how I started.
So, but from a company's perspective, what was the challenge? Not the human side. Clearly, you guys are manufacturers. Clearly, you're doing stuff. Clearly, there was a thing. Hey, we're not managing our assets. We're breaking down, or whatever the problem might be. Is there some? Can you help us understand? It's like, hey, the company said we got to do a better job because we are not doing a better job.
So with eMaint, there's a meter-based PM things and report generation. So we kind of getting data out of that and predicting and preventing it from happening. With the data coming out, we are predicting that, oh, this has happened this month. So we got to be careful. We need to repair this on this coming up weekend so we don't have this issue. This cycle has been ran, this die has been ran for 50,000 parts. We got to bring it in. We got to do a PM on it because it's a 50,000. We know that every 60,000 hits, it will have some repair or maintenance. So let's bring it in before and check the die out. Let's check the wear and tear about punches, button, any form section. If we have to sharpen it, let's sharpen it and get it back so that we don't have a breakdown inside the press and we don't lose the runtime.
So it was a necessity, from what I hear you're saying. There was just a necessity to be able to track that asset, the information coming from that asset, to be able to proactively be able to, take that asset out on a planned basis.
Yes.
for whatever maintenance.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. So now you're deploying the system. Now you're saying, hey, you guys got to use tablets. What else was the change management? It's always people, just FYI. It's always people. So what was the next challenge that now everybody's using the tablets? They're saying, yeah, I like it. Go from there.
So now it's the integrating part, the asset with eMaint so that we can get better data out of it. So kind of involving IT and MES team to kind of collaborate and get the direct data out of the asset instead of entering the data manually. So that's the challenge we are working on right now, to get the data directly out of the PLC and giving it to eMaint so that the meter-based PM and the readings and the work orders are kind of generated by itself rather than doing a manual process.
So you're on that journey. You're on that, working through that effort as we speak.
Yes.
Are you, through the PLCs, what type of data are you able to pull?
So temperature readings,
Yeah.
cycles count, PM calendar-based PM cycles. That's what we are pulling out of the system.
Are there any plans or conversations around, we want vibration, we want heat, we want to be able to sort of pull all that in and then be able to, through a tool of some sort, analyze that data to get a better indication of the health of that asset?
Yes, correct. So we are just getting a new 3,000-ton press, biggest in the area.
Who's the manufacturer of the press?
Sempak. It's a South Korean press, which we are getting. We are installing all kind of vibrating sensors, thermocouples, so that we can get the data out of that press. It's a new press coming and running right now. It's at the starting phase. So we are kind of working on it.
By the way, I'm amazed at the press. Yeah. You're standing next to the press.
Yes.
You feel the force. It's pretty impressive. I don't know. That's just me digressing, because I remember just seeing some at an event and I said, wow.
You're most welcome
serious.
to come and see it.
Well, then I'd have to go up and see my family.
Sure.
You
You can do both at the same time.
Yeah. Well,
we are right on 401 highway.
Yeah. See,
Yes.
I know. It's right there, man.
Yeah.
All right. So with that all this said, so here at Xcelerate, you're learning a lot. You got X4. What are some of the things that you have been exposed to that makes you think and said, hey, what else can I do? Where else can I go? I see that we're doing this, this, and this, but look at that. I'm looking forward to that.
So what impressed me more is the AI version, how they are bringing it in, how you can build a layer on top of what you currently have.
Yeah.
And AI can build you make sure the data is coming out correct, and you can, when you are having a breakdown, you can get the data out right away instead of looking at the manuals and stuff. It's right there. You can just talk, hey, I need this manual. I want to see this page. It can open it up and you can read that. So that's
the other thing that I think is pretty impressive because and you being young, do you really want to sort of scour through a 150-page SOP? No. You want directed results and saying here,
yes,
there, correct. And that's the beauty of AI.
Yes, correct.
And to be able to do that, because I agree with you 100%. If you can compress, if you can take that asset, and that asset reality is under a lot of pressure because it's a stamper, but to be able to do that in a way that compresses that time to whatever affect change to it, I think it's amazing. What else?
About the conditioning monitoring, we get acoustic camera, thermal imaging, and whatnot. We are currently using the acoustic imager right now, and it really helps us. Like checking for the leaks, gas leak, air leak.
Oh,
we are saving a lot of money on that. Like having the camera, setting it up, checking the air leaks. It's really cool feature.
Didn't know that.
And you can check it out. It's right over here at the Fluke Reliability Lab. Yeah, it's really nice feature. Like you can check all your air leaks and gas leaks. Really nice thing. Really nice camera to invest in.
Yeah, I'm stumbling and stubbing my toe on the fact that your manufacturing facility has leaks. I just
every facility got leaks.
Yeah, it's one of those ahas. It's like, check it out. Yeah, I get it. So now you what type of benefit have you seen? Okay, so you're a young pup. You're still a young pup, but I'm going to say you're a young pup, and they say, hey, here's eMaint. Good luck, that type of thing, and wonder if these people will take you serious. It doesn't matter. You're over here. You must have some analytics that said, we were here, now we're here. It's better over here. Wasn't good over here. Now look at all the better. Do you have any information to share the listener to say, we were here, we deployed it, now we're here, we're better?
So I'll give you a really good example for the meter-based PM, which is what everyone should use and recommend. Like I would recommend it. That meter-based PM is going to tell you each and everything. You can enter that data, iterate it, and set your targets accordingly. And I bet you won't have breakdowns. You will go to meter-based PMs, integrate all your cycles integrate your asset with eMaint, and you will see the difference. The meter-based PM will take you to the next level. You won't have breakdown what you are having right now.
And when we say meter-based, you're just saying counts.
Yeah, counts. R counts, hit counts, cycle count, you name it. They got it over there. So
and it's in your PLCs.
Yes, correct. Or you can enter the data manually too.
You can see it,
like enter the data manually too, and I bet you will have much better results.
See, it's just a little attention. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You were great, Nisarg. How do people get a hold of you?
I got a LinkedIn.
Yes.
Nisarg Shah, and you can find me. I work at Martinrea as a maintenance planner, so I am right there.
Love it. Great conversation. Now that's in the trenches. That is real results. That it comes from a guy that's been there. Thank you very much for being on Industrial Talk. All right, we're going to have all the contact information for Nisarg out on Industrial Talk. So fear not, reach out to him. He's been there, done that. He's one of those guys that you need to connect with. He's out on LinkedIn. All right, we're broadcasting once again from Xcelerate here in Austin, Texas, and it's brought to you by those wonderful people at Fluke. Go out to fluke.com, find out more, because you will not be disappointed. All right, we're going to wrap it up on the other side. Stay tuned. We will be right back.
You're listening to the Industrial Talk Podcast Network.
Yep. You're saying to yourself, Scott, how can you have all these great conversations? It's industry. It is about people. That's why I have hashtag #WeAreIndustry. It's always about people. Always about telling your story. Always. And if I butcher the name, I am deeply disappointed with myself. However, I'm going to give it a shot. Nisarg. Yeah, I'll go with that. Yep, the company is Martinrea. And you can tell they're doing the best. They're deploying technology to be able to achieve what they need to achieve operationally. And he was right in the thick of it, deploying, making it happen, figuring it out. It's an exciting time. And Fluke is leading the way. That was Xcelerate 2026. And how do I even begin to tell you how it never disappoints? They do such a great job. The people are just so passionate about you and your success. They're definitely going to help him. That's what it's all about. So put that on your calendar for 2027. It does not disappoint. And the way, and when we were there and they were talking about all the solutions that they have and what's rolling out and why it's exciting and how it's going to help you succeed, I'm just telling you, you need to buckle in and you need to be a part of that conversation. Period. Done. Full stop. Because if you're not there and if you're not engaged, then you're being left behind. And I don't want that. We don't want that. We want you to succeed. And you need Team Fluke to help you succeed. There you go. That's my soapbox. But let me get on another one. You need to tell your story. You need to tell your story. There is no other way about it. We're humans. And people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. Doesn't change. I do the same thing. And so, with that, you need to go out to Industrial Talk. You need to find out, click on there, connect with me, and we'll have a conversation. We do marketing. We do it all for industry. Public relations. Yeah, we do that because we know how to tell the industrial story. You need to tell your industrial story. Back again. See how that full circle. All right, be bold, be brave, dare greatly. Put Xcelerate on your calendar, and you will be changing the world. We're going to have another great conversation shortly, so stay tuned.